disappointing to you that you won't get to go to College Station, or that there's stadiums in the SEC that you won't get to play at?
Yeah, I mean, I love playing at new places. Like even, I was excited to go to Oklahoma this year until that got canceled a little bit. But yeah, I always love going to new places, playing at new places, and seeing different parts of the country, I guess.
Talking to different teams you play, coordinators, a lot of them say that their game plan starts with you. That 19 circled on the place. How quickly can you figure out, what teams are doing, and do you necessarily feel that presence that, okay, let's see how these guys are coming at me? Because safeties, linebackers, we've seen all sorts of different guys try to match up with you.
Yeah, I mean, I see it a little bit. Like I'll feel someone kind of traveling with me sometimes, and just kind of little stuff like that. But I feel like the coaches up in the box see it a lot. Like my coach, Coach Hartley's always up in the box, telling me what he's seeing, and I'll tell him what I see on the field, and it's pretty helpful during the game.
Brock, what's unique about this team compared with the previous two? What's different about it?
I mean, it's hard to say, but I feel like we have a great core group of leaders, and everyone kind of knows what the goal is for the end of the year, and how we want to go about things day by day. I think that's the main.
Did that kind of set the table, so to speak, or set the parameters for how to approach a season these last 2 years? What'd you learn that maybe you can apply?
I think a big thing the last 2 years and going into this year is connection, and kind of just knowing everybody and why they do the things they do, and just that little bit just makes it that much better.
Brock, you mentioned you were excited about the chance to go to Oklahoma this year before they got canceled. I guess what was your reaction when you kind of found out that game was getting moved?
I think we're all a little bit disappointed because I wanted to go to Norman personally and go see what it was like and go play there in front of all those Oklahoma fans. But another home game, and it's gonna be a fun one. So.
What do you think it's gonna be like next year when Oklahoma and Texas join the SEC?
I don't think it'll affect us much. I think we just go about our business every week, and just prepare the same way for every team. And if we do that, we should be all right.
Brock Schlark talks a lot about your humility. Are you the best tight end in America?
That's not up to me to decide. I don't know.
Brock, do you feel like you overplayed Alabama as the dynasty?
I don't know. I think we all have a ton of respect for them, and we just kind of do things the way we do things, and just try to uphold the standard that we have, and we just try to do our thing.
How would you describe Kirby as a motivator?
Oh, he's like the ultimate motivator. He'll come in. He'll come in every single day with max energy and just coming after us every single day. He could be running off probably 1 or 2 hours of sleep and still be on 10 every day. So it's impressive.
How does he challenge you? We've heard him call out guys from not running from drill to drill. Obviously, you're an example of somebody who runs all the time, does everything right. Does he still push you or give you a hard time in different ways? Or is there any buttons that he can still push to fire you up on days when maybe you're not at 110?
Oh yeah, he always has that loud mic on him at practice, and he'll call me out sometimes and tell me I'm not winning and stuff, and that'll really piss me off and get to me. So yeah.
Brock, I want to ask about the mantra of better never rests. What does that mean to you specifically?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it just goes along with if you're not getting better, you're getting worse, because everyone else in the country is just striving to be better, and if we don't keep growing at that rate or above it, then we're just going to get caught up to by other people.
Absolutely, and if it's all right, Smart told a little anecdote about you beating all the younger tight ends despite them resting up and kind of feeling refreshed. How does it mean to you? Again, we talked a little bit about you being the older guy in the room. To kind of show them up a little bit and kind of show who's boss a little bit in those moments.
Yeah, I think there's kind of a way we do things in the tight end room that Coach Hartley kind of sets the standard on, and I think if me and some of the older dudes can show that to the younger guys and show them how to work, that'll really help in the long run.
Is it challenging when people say he's a receiving tight end. When really a big part of your job is blocking. I mean, when you say you're not, when Smart says you're not blocking, I'm guessing he's talking about going up against some of those elite pass rushers and some of the blocking drills. How much of a challenge do you take out of that part of your job? We don't see it on the highlights, but clearly you get judged on it.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of take it to heart whenever anyone like criticizes my game, and I think that just makes me work that much harder. And I just want to. I mean, I came to Georgia to go against the best, and that's what I feel like I get out of like going against those people every single day, and that just makes me better.
Who's the hardest guy to block on the team now, and who's the hardest guy you've had to block?
Well, the guy that was like the hardest to block was when I first came in was Trayvon Walker. That was awful. Like a little fresh me coming in, like spring practice, and he would have like these carbon fiber, like he had like clubs like on his wrist or something because his wrists were messed up. And he'd smack your arm with them, and you'd be like, oh my gosh, like, this is awful. But now I'd say probably Chaz Chambliss, like wrapping back on him is not very fun.
Brock, I don't know if you've been paying any attention to the NCAA findings of Tennessee this week. There was a report that they offered Darnell some money during his recruitment. Does it surprise you to hear about that type of thing happening in college football anymore, or not really?
I mean, I haven't really seen much about it. I haven't seen much about it, but I mean, it's a little surprising that it still goes on just because I feel like a lot of people talk about it. A lot of people will talk about it if it does happen. So.
Rob, what's Texas getting in AD Mitchell?
AD's a dog. I mean, he like I said, he has like unmatched athleticism. I mean, he'll take one step and then change directions like that. I mean, it's impressive.
What did he kind of bring to that receiving corps for you guys?
Yeah, I mean, he kind of brought like a work ethic that was really impressive, and he was just able to go every time.
Brock, Cedric knew who was the last team to three-peat in college football. Do you know?
Yeah, someone actually asked me that earlier. It's Minnesota.
Okay, when did you find that out?
About 10 minutes ago. Like 15, 20 minutes ago, probably my last thing I was doing. Yeah.
I mean, it was before the AP poll, the last one they did. What's it say about this program that it's in that position? I think there have been 5 since 1970 that have had a shot and not. So it's not many.
Yeah, I mean, you said what does it say?
What's it say about the program?
I mean, I think it just says something about the way we conduct ourselves, like day to day, and the standard that we try to hold, and just like, I guess, our culture that we built at the program. And it's been good.
You plan to go watch any Minnesota film?
From the 30s?
I'm joking.
Yes, sir.
Brock, being a kid from California and all the success you've had at Georgia, personally and with the team, how do you share that experience with your family, being on the West Coast?
Yeah, I mean, my mom actually has came to every game somehow. Like she just makes it out, makes a big effort, and it's always nice to have her there. And my dad's made it to most of them, and they're just super supportive. And I mean, yeah, they're just super happy for me, I guess. Oh yeah, I have a sister too. She's came to a couple games, but she's busy with her own stuff too.
Kirby said he's kind of using Chicago Bulls.
Last question.
Inspiration for a three-peat. Does he, watch the dance?
Oh no, I haven't looked too much into that yet. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brock.
Thanks for all the time.
All right, good. All right.